Hello and welcome to the latest episode of the Mind Body Health Podcast with myself, Dave Sheahan, high performance consultant and dedicated for over 25 years now, educating, motivating, and hopefully inspiring people just like you to become the best you that you could be and to experience the best life that you can have. And most importantly as well, to turn goals and dreams into reality, because your goals and dreams can become a reality. You have a vision of how you like your life to be or how you want your life to be. It is your choice whether it becomes that way. Now, for so many people, that can seem like an impossible dream, but it's not. Look at the people who do achieve things in their life. They're just humans like anyone else. It's just they have the right mindset, they take the right action, they prioritize the right things, they're very productive, and so on. And they never give up in their dream, when unfortunately most people give up in their dreams far too early. So that's what our podcast is always about. I speak about various topics, give you tips and strategies and so on. And on this particular episode, I want to speak to you. Might be surprising for you to hear, but this is the topic. It's going to be why taking a timeout is often the most productive option. So why taking a timeout is often the most productive option. Now that goes against, you may feel, a lot of what I say, in terms of I'm always speaking about productivity and prioritization and routines and squeezing every last inch out of every day and out of your life in general. And also society conditions us to just go on a hamster wheel, and this, the stressful kind of life that people lead. Again, that's societal conditioning. So just to clarify, we should be striving to achieve our goals. We should be striving to create the life experience that we want. We should be very productive. We should be driving on hard, but that every day, but that's dependent on what hard is for you. Hard is relative. Okay. We all want different things out of life. For some people, what they want out of life may require 4 or 5 hours of hard work a day. Others may require 16, 17 hours. It comes down to your values, your beliefs, and what your vision for your life is. What's important is that you're tying your values and your beliefs with your level of happiness that you aspire to have, and then your actions should illustrate that you're aiming for that accordingly. Okay, so there's no right way to do it. The way to do it is you, and that's self-awareness. And we need to become more and more self-aware and do things to serve our lives and our goals and our visions. This is something that's really, really crucial. So, that's part of what I'm always speaking about to you guys, to get the most out of your life, for the right reasons, to achieve what you want in life and to make it happy. Happiness is the end game, guys. But look, productivity isn't always about the grind, isn't always about pushing on as hard as you possibly can. Productivity sometimes is actually taking a time out. The most productive thing sometimes can be to take a time out, to take a switch off, to press that stop button, to rest, recover, reflect, think about stuff, or just literally let your brain breathe. Sometimes that is the most productive thing to do, because we live in a world and society that practically teaches us and conditions us to keep going and going and going and pretty much run ourselves into the ground. Now, I've spoken in previous podcasts about how there's many people who work like that, but they haven't got a high productivity rate in terms of what their end output is. Because no point investing so much time, money, energy, anything into something unless the output is worthwhile. So most people are living a life where they're putting so much into working and so on, but they're not getting anything back out of it, or not getting the right amount back out of it. So that's one side of it. But also many people are pushing hard and hard and hard. And I've been guilty of this over the years as well, but where you get to a point where you literally do need a break, you do need a timeout, and you maybe ignore it. And what I have personally learned 2 particular occasions in my life, long time ago now, because I've learned a lot since, is that your body will stop you eventually. Your body will stop you when you get ill, people get heart attacks, people get diseases. I had various situations where my body, started to shut down a bit and cause problems and got toxic and so on. I won't go into details of what happened on this particular episode, but basically my body stopped me. And it was a stop button, and it was a case of me taking notice of that. And unfortunately, too many people don't take notice of these stop buttons that get put in their lives. But the thing is, you don't want to get to that point, running yourself into the ground, achieve nothing. And the same goes for training. This isn't just about work. And like if you have a business or you're self-employed or you've got a job or you're climbing the corporate ladder or whatever you're doing, it is of no benefit to you or anyone if you run yourself too hard and then you're forced into taking a time out, or you end up just having to take a time out. Okay, it's of no benefit to anybody. So we need to stop doing that. And we need to become more self-aware and realize, like, let's say from an exercise point of view, look, I know I could do a workout right now, but really tune into my body and being very self-aware. this is a day I need to rest it. Maybe I might do a bit of active rest training, low intensity, but I'm not going to do a hard session. My body just is not right for it. It needs to recover further. I need to rest better. Same as like for work or relationships or, financial stuff or just life in general stresses. Sometimes you need to take a time out, because when you're in the midst of life, when you're dealing with challenges and obstacles in particular, sometimes it can be very hard to see the reality of the situation, to clearly see what's going on, to clearly see the way out of the situation. So that can be difficult at times. So what you need to do is you need to sometimes take that time out, press the stop button, or at least take the foot off the gas a bit, and give yourself that time to rest, recuperate, and to reflect on the situation. Because quite often people are going on the wrong path. They're climbing the wrong ladder. And when you go, and you're just in action mode, you don't realize until it's too late that it was actually the wrong ladder in the first place, or the wrong path that you were on. So what we want to do is, when things maybe get a bit overwhelming, or you're starting to just not feel right in the situation, when your gut is screaming at you, so this is again where you tune into your gut, that's where you take the time out, reflect on the situation, and decide, hold on, is this right? Is this the right way? Is this the right path, the right ladder? Do I keep going? Do I tweak where I'm going? Do I completely change course? You need to get better at self-awareness that way. So that's in general in terms of staying on the right path. But overall, we need to stop driving ourselves so hard. It's okay to take a half day. It's okay to take an evening off. It's okay to take a day off. It's okay to take a week off even, if you feel you need it. Like, it's something I've improved on dramatically over the years. Like, I'm working for myself now for over 25 years. And early on, I would have been going flat out, 100 miles per hour, sleeping about 5 hours a night, and thinking it was great. When in reality, that wasn't good for my health. And it came back and bit me in the ass eventually. But I thought I was being great and productive and so on. When in reality, because I wasn't taking proper care of me in terms of sleep and other things, I wasn't as productive as I could be. So I could actually have got much more done in less time. That's what I fine-tuned over my career so far. And that's what I try to teach you guys, is how to get the very most out of the minimum amount of time. Because when you do that, it frees up more time for having fun and for life, and for living. And that's what working and all these things should be about. It's like money. It shouldn't be about money. Money itself, it shouldn't be the goal. It's the freedom that money can give you, the opportunities, the options that it can give you, the experiences. And you don't need much of it anyway. But look, when people focus on money and that's their priority, and that's what their value is, that's fine once it's for the right reason, okay? Because just simply amassing loads of money has no real purpose, okay? It's not going to do anything. The person's going to just end up with regrets. So the bottom line is, often it's productive and the most productive thing to do to actually take a time out. So get better at that. Tune in, as I said, to yourself and how you're feeling. And it's like I said with exercise, if your body just isn't feeling up to that particular day, take a time out. If your mind isn't feeling up to some days, feels just a bit overwhelmed, or you're going through some trauma or stress or worry or upset or something, and you need a time out from life, take the time out from life. If you've been dealing with a lot of work stuff and projects and pressure and staff and growth of business and all that kind of stuff, and decision making and being under pressure with it all, take a time out. The question to ask yourself is, what's the worst that can happen? And what happens simply when you take the time out, when you go back, you're fresher, you're stronger, your brain is working better, your mind is clearer, and you can make better decisions. You can push your body harder if it's an exercise situation. And you get better results then from that. Because remember, it's about what you put in. You want to make sure you're getting back the right amount. So what you invest in anything, doesn't matter if it's financial, if it's a relationship, it's again your body, if it's your health, your nutrition, your business, your career, what you invest, you should be getting something that you feel is valuable enough back. Whereas for most people, that isn't what's happening. Okay. So I hope this message has struck a chord. I hope it gives you food for thought. I hope it's going to change your ways, because again, grinding isn't going to get you where you want to be. Definitely won't create happiness. It'll often get you on the wrong path and keep you on the wrong path for far too long. So instead, you need to, again, become very self-aware, tune into your body, tune into your gut much more than you are, and realize that taking a time out is often the most productive option to take. This is Dave Sheahan, your high performance consultant. I hope this message on this latest episode of the Mind Body Health Podcast has helped. We'd love to get your feedback. Make sure you give a rating and review wherever you listen on any of the podcasting platforms, or leave a comment below if you watch it on my YouTube channel. And please share this out there. People need these messages. People need to learn these types of tips and strategies. People need some of these wake-up calls. People need some inspiration, motivation, and direction. And I hope the Mind Body Health podcast and all that I put out there across social media every single day helps you guys with that. So have a good one. Keep focused. Keep taking action. Remember, you live once, live fully. Keep taking action towards your goals and turn your dreams into reality.